Double crossing Mali, 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 double crossing Mali.
What's happening, baby? Back Bay Betting coming to you live again. Happy New Year. Weekly winners on the way. New Year, same routine. You already know. Let's keep getting paid. College football, I know we ended up in the black. I don't have an exact record for you. I'm going to have that next year. The playoffs about to start, but we got NFL Week 18 first and foremost. Let's get some winners. Let's make sure we can cash out on these guys sitting out, playing hooky on us, waiting on the playoffs next week. So, like I said, college, we had a good year. I know we ended up in the black. We got 2 championship games, the FCS championship with South Dakota State and North Dakota State, I believe. Hang on one second. Then in the FBS, we got Georgia against TCU coming up, cashing us out, keeping us interested in that. TCU look good, Stetson Bennett. I don't know what you're doing over there in Georgia. Ohio State gave them a scare. TCU popped off, so they won big. Moving on, though, we still got the NFL. Plenty of that to come around. The NFL Week 18 is here amongst us, so without further ado, let's lock it up. Starting off, I'm skipping Saturday. I'm not playing Tennessee and Jacksonville. I'm not playing Kansas City and the Raiders. I don't know if the Kansas City can cover them points. They should be able to, but I know if they do win, they lock up home field advantage. That means trouble for the Bills, which I'm going to have on the sheet later on. Tennessee and Jacksonville. Jacksonville's got something to play for. They probably make the playoffs. Tennessee, though, with Dobbs, they set a lot of guys. Be careful with that game. Vrabel set a lot of guys against Dallas last week. They've also had 9 days to prepare. So Jacksonville could be in for a little scare, especially if they sit out in the second half. So be careful on Saturday. Moving on to Sunday, I'm going to start us off. I'm going to have Atlanta with the +4 against Tampa Bay. I know he said his players are going to end up playing, but if they do, I think it'll be very preseason style. Tampa Bay might only play a series with the skill guys. And the line might play, but I feel like Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Fournette, all those guys, they're going to probably get some rest. So give me Atlanta and the rookies with the points. I know Ritter hadn't thrown a touchdown yet, but I still feel like he'll be able to get it going. Give me the +4 at home in Atlanta. Desmond Ritter and the rookies, Algier and them, getting it done. +4 Week 18 to start us off. Moving on, like I said, Kansas City is going up against the Raiders on Saturday. That means bad news for the Bills if they lock up that home field advantage. So I'll be on New England +7 against Buffalo. Like I said, I feel like if they see Kansas City go ahead and lock it up, they got nothing else to play for. So give me New England and Bill Belichick winning the game, possibly making the playoffs depending on who wins or loses. You know how this is. So that's a must-win for New England. Give me the +7. Taking you to Carolina against New Orleans. I like Carolina +3.5. I feel like they are playing very, very well. Sam Darnold. I know the last week was a heartbreaker, but I still feel like they want to finish the season strong. Plus, New Orleans just popped 2 teams in a row on the road in Cleveland and Philadelphia back-to-back. I feel like New Orleans comes home and takes a break in the Big Easy. So give me Carolina with the +3.5 and the Big Easy to cover against the Saints on Week 18. The Giants in Philly. The Giants are getting 14 points against Philadelphia after being embarrassed the first time they played, 48-22. I feel like it's a revenge game because 2 years ago, the Giants were supposed to win the NFC East, and Philadelphia sat out Week 17, costing them the title. They let Washington end up winning it because they let them beat them. I feel like they might actually play a lot of their starters and getting 14 points against Philadelphia. They don't have really much. They have to win the game because they don't want San Francisco to catch them. But at the same time, I still feel like Philadelphia with +14, especially when the starters, I got a good feeling the starters are going to play. So I like Philadelphia catching the 14 points against the Giants in Philly. Lastly, I kind of lean towards Pittsburgh and Mike Tomlin giving up the points. Mike Tomlin does not go under 500. He has not done it in his whole time in Pittsburgh. I feel like against Cleveland, I know Cleveland wants to win the game, and Myles Garrett and them already said they want to win the game, but I still lean Pitt and Mike Tomlin not going above 500, keeping a 500 record, and possibly having a shot at the playoffs. I really feel like Cleveland, Deshaun Watson has not played well. Not to mention, neither one of these guys' games have been, one game has been over 40 in the past 5. I lean towards the under here as well. Not going to make it an official play, but I do lean towards the under. So I like Pitt, and also I like the under a lot. Just a lean towards the under, though. But give me Pitt locking it up. Taking you to Chuck's picks. He's getting it out the way this week. Everything's going to be first half. Like I said, you can see people squatting. They're not going to play the whole game. So be mindful of teams not playing for anything and having a reason to play. Know what you got going. Know who's got something to play for. Know who doesn't have anything to play for. So Chuck takes us to Dallas and Washington first half. He feels like they go ahead and get it done. Dak and the boys, they get it done first half, and then they lay it on down. Taking you to Buffalo, he's also got Buffalo first half. He feels like they got something to play for. Have in mind, though, Kansas City, if they lock it up, who knows if Buffalo even comes out there with the starting unit. You got to be mindful of those things. So be careful with that. And he has Kansas City on Saturday first half. Like I said, if they go ahead and get a big lead, double digits, Mahomes and them might coast it away. You know how Andy Reid gets. Keep that in mind. Now, that's week 18. Bag Bay Betting. We on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You got to follow us. Every day we posting daily picks. College basketball is heating up. Conference players starting to start. Let's get paid.
Double cussing Mali.